farm-to-fork strategy. For a fair, healthy, and environmentally friendly food system, people nowadays are more concerned with environmental, health, social, and ethical issues, and they seek value in food more than ever before. Even when societies become more industrialized, people desire to be more connected to their food. They want food that is fresh, less processed, and sourced in a sustainable manner. Consumers should be empowered to make sustainable food choices, and all actors in the food chain should recognize this as a responsibility and an opportunity. Despite the fact that the EU transition to sustainable food systems has begun in many places, food systems continue to be one of the primary causes of climate change and environmental degradation. Reduce reliance on pesticides and antimicrobials, reduce excess fertilizing, promote organic farming, improve animal welfare, and reverse biodiversity loss are all urgently needed. Taking these assumptions into consideration, the farm-to-fork strategy, which is at the core of the Green Deal, was developed to accelerate our transition to a more sustainable food system. A fair transition should benefit all EU citizens and value chain operators, especially in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic slump. Such transition will provide environmental, health, and social benefits, as well as economic benefits, and ensure that we recover from the crisis in a sustainable manner. Furthermore, establishing a sustainable livelihood for primary farmers, who continue to lag in terms of income, is critical to the success of the recovery and transition. The goals of this strategy are to reduce the EU food system's environmental and climate footprint and strengthen its resilience, to ensure food security in the face of climate change and biodiversity loss, and to lead a global transition toward competitive sustainability from farm to fork, and to capitalize on new opportunities. All actors in the food chain must contribute to the food chain's sustainability. Then you may wonder, what must be acquired to assure sustainable food production? Emergence of new green business models. Grasping the opportunities from the circular bio-based economy. Reduction of the overall use and risk of chemical pesticides. Taking steps to stop nutrient losses without causing soil fertility to decline. Creation of a comprehensive action plan for nutrition management. Facilitating the introduction of cutting-edge, environmentally friendly feed additives onto the market. Action to reduce overall EU sales of antimicrobials for farmed animals. Revision of the animal welfare legislation, including on animal transport and the slaughter of animals. Adopting rules to reinforce vigilance on plant imports and surveillance on Union territory. Measures to facilitate the registration of seed varieties. The action to put forward an action plan on organic farming. The transition must be supported by a CAP that focuses on the Green Deal. Setting a minimum budget for ring-fencing eco-schemes. The action to bring fish stocks to sustainable levels. Clarification of the guidelines for competition for collective initiatives. A sustainable food system must guarantee that there is always an adequate and diverse supply of healthy, affordable, and sustainable food available to people, especially during times of crisis. The creation of a favorable food environment that makes it easier to choose healthy and sustainable diets will boost consumers' health and quality of life, while also lowering societal health-related expenses. Food loss and waste must be addressed when discussing foods and sustainability, as doing so is essential to attaining sustainability. It also links with regulations pertaining to the production of feed, food safety, biodiversity, the bioeconomy, waste management, and renewable energy sources. Research and innovation are crucial factors in expediting the shift to sustainable, wholesome, and equitable food systems from primary production to consumption. The EU will actively seek the formation of green alliances on sustainable food systems with all of its partners in bilateral, regional, and multilateral fora through its external policies, including international cooperation and trade policy. In conclusion, the European European Green Deal is a chance to balance the requirements of the Earth with those of our food system and to positively address the desires of Europeans for wholesome, equitable, and ecologically friendly food. The transition to sustainable food systems requires a collective approach involving public authorities at all levels of governance, including cities, rural and coastal communities, private sector actors across the food value chain, non-governmental organizations, social partners, academics, and citizens,